Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Nick, John, and Jamie Show. I'm John.
I am Nick.
And I am Jamie.
Welcome, gentlemen. We are messing around with our first video.
Dude, I'm super excited.
We're going to keep our fingers crossed and hopefully it looks like, a friend of mine just went to, where'd she go? Someplace, I think in South America, and showed me a picture of a telephone pole and all the wiring, because it's such a bird's nest, and usually what they do is just run a new wire.
They don't clean it up?
They don't take it down. Dude, it's like a telephone pole with cable that's 2 inches thick, only there's probably 100 of them just hanging off a telephone pole.
Bad day, yeah.
And right by like a transformer.
That's awesome. That's a good idea.
Yeah, so that's kind of like what our setup looks like.
That's sweet, man.
Might have to hire Pico to get out there.
Or Pico to come out here to help me with this video setup. But this is our 100th episode.
Hey, man.
We've been doing this for
2 years.
Yeah, I thought my first video would be porn, but Philip Loxley would be my name.
I'm still waiting for them to pop out, dude.
There's probably
out there. Knowing you, Jamie.
Wait, where'd you go to college?
Long stroke of the law.
You?
Yeah, college was a long time ago.
A blur.
What was his name?
Good one.
I don't know, but he drank. Never mind.
So, Nick, I know, Jamie, you don't really partake in beer because you're not into it.
Nah, I wasn't taking the can, dude.
You didn't like it? It's a masculine name.
It is, but it does have a pink undertone to it.
So
No,
yeah, come on now.
It's like a little modern. It looks like I said, it's like,
So this is Wrench. This is Industrial Arts. It's their Northeast IPA.
Yeah.
It's one of my wife Cindy's favorite beers.
It's delicious. It really is.
Ooh, that sounds good on the mic.
Mm-hmm. I heard that go.
So we're going to mix up the format a little bit. I know we usually go into weekend box office, but since it's the beginning of the new year being 2020, and this being January 6th of the new year, let's talk about what we're stoked for. I know that we've been watching a lot of, obviously we had Star Wars and we had The Mandalorian. We had a banner December.
They just threw it out there. The Watchmen, you got
Lost in Space.
The Witcher.
The Witcher.
Oh, Lost in Space was probably, that and The Mandalorian were probably neck and neck, and The Witcher was right below it. Lost in Space, I was really impressed.
Materials?
I liked his Dark Materials. I don't think it gained a lot of ground. A lot of people I know tried it, didn't really care for it, but I thought it was good.
You know what I didn't realize? She was in Logan.
Yeah, the girl. I realized that after the fact too. I meant to bring it up on our last podcast, and I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, I was like, "Why?"
That's the girl from Logan. That's the girl from Logan. Yep.
And she was Mexican in that one, right, or Spanish?
They never clarified what she was.
Well, her mom or guardian was Spanish, and
maybe she was. She was young enough where she could have went either way.
Dude, think about that.
She's British.
Or I don't know if she's British, but she does British accent. She does a Spanish accent. She crushed it in Logan.
It seems like they had all mainly British actors in that.
Yeah.
If I go back and think about it, like if you actually, most of them I can remember that I know of the actor. Mm-hmm. They were all British. But I thought it was a quality show. I don't know if it's going to carry over. I have no idea.
Well, they left it open.
But yeah, they leave a lot of shows open. If they don't get the ratings, they're not going to especially on HBO or anything like that, they're not going to bring it back.
I like overall, though, like with the whole Disney thing coming in to effect, it makes everybody else step their game up.
Oh, they had to.
Because Netflix is
absolutely
they're going to step their game up. That's what I'm excited for. That means everybody overall, Apple's still way in the back there.
Although I heard the Apple show, the morning show they got, my wife works with a lady that used to work on a show was a producer of a morning show. Mm-hmm. She goes, it's almost exactly how it goes.
Oh, really?
She goes, they did because the lady said she watched the show and she was a producer of a morning show. She didn't tell me which one, but she goes, that a lot of that stuff behind the scenes really does go on.
No, sure.
You know what? A morning show seems like slow death.
It does.
Entertainer.
Yeah, but if you were
aspires to a morning show.
Yeah, but guys that have a niche for it, obviously Matt Lauer fucked up, but that dude had a fucking knack. That's and he was fucking plowing on through. Fucking Al
Unintended?
Roker. Yeah, plowing on through. Yeah.
Actually,
Unintended, yeah.
I love Good Morning America, man.
then-
If I watch it any chance I
Al
get to.
Roker, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
But
George
I think
Stephanopoulos. I love that guy,
yeah,
man.
George
I think
Stephanopoulos.
I think he's a great. He was actually in politics. Now he became
Friends
he
with
was,
the Stern Man.
Right, friends with. So he was. I think he was in the Reagan organization. I don't know if he was. I think he was somewhere in
I
there.
can't remember. I do remember when he was in politics.
He was big in politics at one point. That's what makes him such a good when, especially nowadays. I don't want to get too much into it because that's not what our show's about. But you know, you got that kind of. I think the major morning prime time, the Today Show, Good Morning America. I don't even know what's on CBS. What do they do?
I think the weekend show, good morning shows, are way better than having to do dailies.
No, you're right because more people watch
Can you
them.
imagine waking up that early every fucking day? Because they get up like,
Cracker, they get 4 o'clock in the morning, 5, maybe
Yeah,
3.
got hair and makeup.
Yeah.
Hair.
all
They
that
got to
bullshit.
get there.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
George Stephanopoulos, tiny.
Is he really?
Dude, he's like 5'5".
Is he really?
Yeah, just a wee folk.
It doesn't seem like it, man. He has that like deep voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does have a presence on
Yeah.
the screen for sure.
Yeah.
The other thing that when we were talking about his Dark Materials, they had the guy from Braveheart on there. The guy who was Seamus's dad.
Oh, I
Campbell.
loved him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, where he said, twice as long as you
I could watch that dude read the dictionary.
Oh, he's awesome. He's a good actor. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that until his Dark Materials. And I look back and I think of all the other things he's been in. And I'm like, wow, he's pretty established. And
Yeah.
he's one of those guys you just don't hear about a lot.
Yeah, and you're right. He's legit because there was that scene where he's talking to his ex-wife, the witch,
Yeah.
and he was like
is that,
busted up, man.
is the witch, is that, Boy Meets, what the hell was, Micho Black.
Yeah.
Is that her?
No, that's Claire Filani.
It should look
She's
like her.
smoking hot, dude.
Didn't it look like her though?
It did look like her.
That's why I thought it was her. So
Yeah,
because
I
she
used to
hasn't
have
been
a
in
big
much
crush on
shit.
her.
dude, speaking of smoking hot, did you see the pictures of Selma Hayek from last night?
No,
Dude, I think she got her boobs redone.
Holy shit.
Did you see her
Yeah,
in the
I think
preview
she
of that
went bigger.
movie?
What's that?
Preview in the movie that's coming up, Bosses or something like that. It's
Oh,
rated
yeah.
R. She has like red hair or something like that,
Yes.
and her boobs definitely are propped the fuck up. And I'm like, God damn, she looks good.
Yeah. She's
I didn't
married
see
to a
her last
billionaire.
night, but she's married to a billionaire, so she
Good
can
on
afford
you.
to whatever
You know
the
what
fuck
I mean?
she wants.
Good for him.
Dude, her in when she did the snake dance in the Quentin Tarantino.
Oh,
movie,
yeah, dude.
Dusk Till
No.
Dawn.
Yeah, dude.
Desperado. Fuck that,
yes,
dude.
that's
Her
the-
in the
that
fucking
love scene.
t-shirts and dude.
Yeah.
And the love scene.
So
I mean,
sexy.
I think she was the first girl I ever beat to, and that was probably probably to that fucking movie.
Oh, shit.
You know,
That's a special moment.
it is. You remember them?
Straight jizzing.
And now we got our first soundbite.
Ding ding.
Did you hear they're finally releasing New Mutants, but
I heard.
under more Disney guidance?
Yeah, because I heard it was shit when
Yeah.
they actually there was a huge article a couple months ago that when Disney finally got their hands on it, they looked at it and they said this is just a piece of
Yeah.
piece
Yeah.
Trash.
of shit. Yeah.
Trash.
Well, I think when they did it, and this falls in line with our topic, which is what we're looking forward to in 2020. I'm not looking forward to this, but I'm interested because I think that they are. I think the original concept of having them being in like a insane asylum.
I think it's perfect. I think it would.
Great.
Yeah.
But
Different.
it's like
Yeah.
anything else Fox did, like when they were rushing to production for the Phoenix, they were just trying to get it out there.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're just trying to make a quick buck before we already sold this shit, but we're trying to make a quick buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Fox didn't like the tone. They didn't like the fact that it was more horror than it was.
But I think that's great about it. I think having a horror superhero movie, look at Brightburn. I didn't see it yet, but I want to. I keep meaning it's on my list.
I always wish that they would do
That's
like
a great comparison.
I always wish they would do like a live action like Arkham Asylum deal. That'd be fucking awesome.
yeah.
See, that's where Warner. I heard there's changes coming for the DC universe. I think
That'd
the
be
Rock,
badass.
Rock tweeted that out because I think he's going to be in the DC universe.
Yeah, as he's going to be in as Black Adam.
But he was also talking about there was some kind of tweet. I didn't read the whole thing, but there was an article saying something about the Rock saying there's definitely major changes in DC universe.
Oh, I read something too. Did you see that they're talking about the Daredevil coming back?
As a movie or a series?
as a series.
God,
Wait.
Not to.
The same guy?
Yeah, same everything.
They keep the Daredevil, but the rest of them can go.
Into the Disney studio. So they were talking about the rest of them, but they were talking about, they specifically said Daredevil and the Defenders.
Yeah,
They left it at that.
well, they might be. Did they say the same characters though? Because Disney, once they took over, they're
It
probably
had the pictures of all the guys in the article, so I'm hopeful.
Well, if
it's
we're-
possible.
I am too.
It's possible.
So there's a ton coming out. I mean, obviously we enjoyed the hell out of the way 2019 finished. I think I'm right along with you guys as far as like Lost in Space was a surprise.
Holy
hit
shit.
for me.
I didn't think it was going to be able to surpass the first one. I thought the
And
first
it was better.
I thought it was because where they went with it. It was shocked the shit out of me. I really thought when they got lost, all right, they're going to go into next season where they're actually getting lost like in the original show.
Yeah.
No, man, they reined that shit back in where they found
yeah.
I thought that was clever. I thought finding some of the quote unquote homeworlds. I don't really think it's the homeworld of the robot, but what those electric posts were. I thought it was clever, and then to have it. Like we talked about, me and John did, how she kept glancing to her dad's plaque. It was clever. I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Where,
Spoilers.
Yeah, but it was cool though. And like at the end,
really
it's like the classic like Lost in Space, like where you find like the old satellite looking ship. Yeah, that's like a Star
and
Trek
they're all,
move.
but they're all separated.
Yeah,
the
it's
family, the kids, and the parents are all separated,
which was cool.
So it's just
They're
not
lost.
based. So it's just not based on Jupiter 2 being lost. It's just everybody being lost.
The other-
and I like that. That adds a lot of different dimensions, a lot of different people they keep bringing in, bringing out.
Yeah.
It's just not the 6-7 main characters. And Dr. Smith dying, or supposedly dying.
Yeah,
was
well, they didn't
perfect.
show it.
I said she needed to die.
Yeah.
I said that
I liked-
before I watched it.
I also liked how the
Great character,
robot.
though.
No, it is, but you can't keep going with it. There's only so many times you can go with that character.
Well, she had a pretty good dynamic though, because she
did.
like switched it up. Like you didn't know she was there and then back.
I like the
With-
fact that she got out of her handcuffs.
Yeah, well, I like the fact that she.
No, he got him out of her. He got her out of the handcuffs.
Yeah,
Did he?
but just
Yeah,
in
well,
general,
or what-
she can
no.
get herself out of any situation. Essentially, I mean,
'cause she's good at reading people.
She's a con artist.
She's very good at reading people, but her Achilles heel was the one Robinson daughter who kept getting her to fucking do things she didn't want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like almost twisting around on her, like getting
Yeah.
the guy in the box.
The biggest.
Yeah,
I like
that's great.
like I said though about the robot, how he's not just a tool anymore. Like
No,
he's got like he thinks for himself.
Yeah.
I
He
personally
came back with the
believe.
answer no.
I personally believe these robots, these legions of robots, these millions of robots, wherever they come from, were pre-programmed by some other race to look after certain things, and this device is one of
Yeah.
them, and it's to kill anybody else in this path. But there's also a part of that programming where you can reach into them. They actually feel to some degree, and that's where Will has been able. That's why it freaked everybody, all the other robots out, that he was able to change this one robot. Then he changed another robot. And it freaked, and that's why the big baddie robot at the end was like, "You're Will Robinson," and he's like, "I got to kill you."
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because they're afraid of him.
And they got a conscience.
Well,
They're afraid of him because what he's doing to certain will change.
Oh, that's right.
Because
I didn't
no
think of
robot, it seems like, can be changed, and he did it.
Well, I think also like the
That's
robot,
definitely-
like that Scarecrow robot, seeing that Adler sacrificed his life. Like it's not just one human being that's an actual decent human being. He's not a scumbag, but there's other human beings.
Well, just
out there.
it's the same thing with the robots. though.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're not all bad. It's just the bad viewpoint and the bad context. So I love where it's going,
Me too. And it's getting critical acclaim.
and it should.
Absolutely. But that was a standout hit for sure. And the other thing, obviously, that wasn't, there was, like we said earlier, there was a ton of content to consume. I'm right with you. I think Witcher's probably a little further down, from
But
Lost
both,
in
I
Space.
didn't dick with my
You
phone.
know,
at all.
Good phone rating.
Good phone rating. I didn't dick with my phone on either one of them.
Oh, hell no. Do you know, I think The Witcher's greenlit for 7 seasons.
What?
Oh, shit.
No
I
shit.
think, don't quote me on that, but I thought I
That's
read an article.
badass.
They really want to get into it, because there's so much content that they didn't even touch on.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
who
like
do you
it.
think's the winner of December as far as your love?
It's either Mandalorian or
I'd have to say Mandalorian.
yeah,
Mandalorian.
The dark saber. Like that, man. That blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
I just and then the whole last episode, man. I can, and that's my favorite episode. I can rewatch that over and over with the stormtroopers. I don't give a fuck what people. Oh, Pit Baby Yoda, fuck you.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be bad guys. They're not supposed to be bad, stupid guys. Who gives a shit?
Well,
I like how they change it up. That
Yes.
like had like Favreau brought like the whole like elf element to it. You know what I mean? Like he like took it away from itself for a little bit, gave it a little like humor, and then reeled it back in. I thought it was
Yeah.
perfect.
That was Taika Waititi. I can never say
Taika Waititi, you got
he
it.
directed that last one.
Yeah,
And
he's
he's
good.
gonna-
The reason that Favreau
And he was in the first one. He didn't direct it.
was he a stormtrooper?
I don't know what he was, but I was just watching the first episode with Shannon because I was
Yeah.
trying to get her into it. She liked it. She didn't love it. But I saw his name at the end. He was in it. I didn't catch
shit.
what he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an easy out for like directors
Yeah,
that
stormtrooper.
where their friends are like, "Hey man, I've loved Star Wars ever since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I would love to be in the next
Be a
episode."
storm-
You're like,
be a
"Yeah, put this
stormtrooper."
bucket on your head
And
you'll
you,
be a
and, you,
stormtrooper."
and you know what? This is good for Disney going forward because then you could test out directors for movies in their shows.
Yeah.
Do an episode. Not throw a Ryan Johnson out there and say, do a fucking trilogy or no. I don't want to go down that hill. I just say.
Yeah, okay.
I ju-
I'm looking at you like, no.
Can I
don't do
real
that.
quick say on Disney there is some
Yeah, go
Star
ahead.
Wars news.
Real quick before we hop off
Oh, you're
Mandalorian.
stopping me, John.
Before we hop off Mandalorian. The reason Favreau couldn't direct all the episodes is because he was doing Lion King. And
But it was his direction. He's the executive
he was a
producer.
writer, producer, all that stuff.
Which that was like the weakest thing I've seen him do. Honestly,
Lion
King.
Lion King was fucking weak, dude.
Well, we already talked about that. I just thought there should have been facial
matter of
expressions.
fact, I watched Jungle Book with the kids the other night. That fucking movie kicked ass. The
And he
live
did-
action,
and he did that.
I know he did, and that's what I'm saying. I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
Jungle Book kicked ass.
Jungle
Lion
Book was
King
good.
fucking stunk, dude. That was
Yeah.
a steaming pile of shit.
Yeah,
fucking
it was
sucked.
good.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, and Baby Yoda, all his idea.
Dude,
Baby Yoda was his idea?
Yeah.
Oh, how awesome.
He brought it.
sweet.
Masterpiece,
He
man.
Baby Grooted
I
Star
think-
Wars.
I think
In a good way.
I mean, I can't say it's probably his second best thing he's ever done. I mean, Iron Man is probably his
Yeah.
first. You can't go
Dude,
wrong.
you guys
there.
are
He set the
You're
franchise
forgetting
up.
like old school though. I mean, come on. Swingers was the shit. Dude.
Now I know old
Elf
school,
was the shit.
Yeah.
but you're talking about Iron Man, and he set
Listen,
up,
I'm with
he
you
set
on
up
that.
a franchise doing a $1 billion franchise by that movie.
But I'm talking about it like a bear with fucking claws.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
You
there
You know what I
with
mean,
you.
baby?
yeah, that movie is fucking awesome.
It's a fantastic movie. It's definitely like what kicked off his career
Oh,
and
God.
showed that he could direct and write.
Oh, dude, it was good.
But and
You know he was
An
in
elf.
Friends, right?
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Because Monica's fucking $1 billion boyfriend. He wanted to go in some Fight Club.
I loved. That's right. I loved him in I Love You, Man. He was the best friend's dick husband. And Paul
yeah, he
Rudd threw
was.
up all over him.
Paul Rudd.
He was, wasn't he the brother of 4 weddings or so? Four
He's done a lot.
Christmases. He was like the dickhead brother that was all.
Yes, he was. 4 Christmases. That's
Like
right.
would wrestle.
Yeah. He wrestled, what's his face?
Vince
Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn's like, oh, wait. Oh, shit.
They're like breaking his back.
Yeah, it's
All
funny.
right, so we thoroughly enjoyed December, and I think we're all on the same
Can I
page.
talk about what I wanted
I'm
to
so
say?
sorry. Go ahead,
You
please.
cut me off, fucker. Nah, it's
The
fine.
floor is yours.
No, just quick because I know we don't want to stay on Star Wars too much, but there was info coming out this week on a lot of websites. It just wasn't one.
Yep.
Saying that the next set of Star Wars movies. I'm not saying trilogy because they're not doing trilogies anymore.
Oh, really?
Movies. Well, hear me out. Movies are going to be based 400 years in the past. It's going to be called. Not Old Republic, but High Republic. High Republic. 400 years before Phantom Menace. And there's going to be a series of movies and shows that are linked to it. I think they're going to try to do what a Marvel does, where like it's a 10-year span and then link it to one big epic movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
but it's
pretty
all
cool.
going to be on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
obviously.
great because it's no commercials. Like that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing.
Well,
that
there's going to be
bothered me.
movies too.
No, but you think about it. Like we've been talking about this with Mandalorian, how there could be potential tie-ins with some future shows. But the thing that always bugged me a little bit about what Marvel did, and I know they were in their infancy because you had Agents of Shield, you had Peggy Carter, you
And
had,
they didn't time in.
it was just real loose and rough. You know what
Especially with the Netflix.
But I think that was
Marvel.
because of the
Yeah,
infant
kinda
stages.
sloppy.
That's a good point though, because now and now they're doing all those spin-off shows after the fact.
Yeah.
Now they can do it during, which is fucking
Feige,
cool.
Kevin Feige already said the shows will definitely have an impact to the movies.
Sick. Like Mandalorian did.
No, but it's going to be even more so. You know how, like, after every movie you see a Marvel movie, there's an end credit scene,
Yeah.
and there's another end credit scene. If you don't watch them, you might not know where it starts off on the next movie. These shows are supposed to have that kind of impact. I don't know how they're going to do it because you got, like, movies and shows all time. It's going to be crazy. But
Yeah, dude.
did you know WandaVision is actually got moved up till this year too?
That's in 2020?
They know it was supposed to be 2021. It got moved up.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
It's going to be 2020 probably by the end.
That's a great segue, Nicholas.
It is.
Let's talk about what we're looking forward to in 2020. I know everybody has been dying for Bad Boys for Life to come out.
Fuck
so.
yeah, dude.
Oh man,
Dude, Bad Boys is good. I don't give a fuck
I
what-
love-
worried, man.
I love the
Two
first
was
one.
good too.
They were, but this is
think it's gonna be
15
good.
years too late.
Yes.
Whatever.
And it's
maybe
going,
so. I'm gonna
it's
give
going
it,
off
I'm
the
gonna give it
same.
a shot.
It's
dude.
going off the same. I'm not going to see it. Hell, I'll watch it when it comes out on the
I'll
fucking
give it a
TV.
shot, dude. I like Bad Boys. Bad Boys is
I
shit,
like Bad
dude.
Boys too. Both movies were fucking awesome, but I think it's like making another Lethal Weapon right now in the same, like John always says about sitcoms, point, jokey joke,
Yeah.
point,
It
jokey
becomes
joke.
very formulaic.
And that's what this seems. They have the same the same captain who none of these guys get fucking promoted in 15 fucking years, or retire.
They got
man,
Joey
it could be-
Pants back.
Could be like Captain Kirk. He just wants to be a fucking captain. Man.
Yeah.
Come on.
He did get promoted at once, though, Jamie.
Yeah.
There was a cartoon I saw with Captain Kirk, and I forget the species. In they were the Green Dancers in Return of the Jedi in Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're got the
The elephant trunk.
Yeah,
thing.
but were they in? They were just green and.
I know, but there's a cartoon I saw that basically said, "So I hear you're into green."
Oh God.
Yeah.
So there's
Green what
Yeah,
was
right,
that?
dude. You kind of like left us hanging. It wasn't that funny.
Green pussy.
they can't all be gems, man.
If it's Jamie, it is.
Yeah, Jamie's all gold. Wonder Woman, 1984.
So I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be good. What do you? I mean, you're the quintessential '80s guy on our group here.
Yeah, well, I liked Wonder Woman. That was the best DC piece that they came out with.
Same
besides
directors. Same
besides
directors.
like the Christopher Nolan Batman and the Tim Burton Batman.
Yeah, but
the other
but you're talking about the ones that are all trying to tie together.
Yeah, that fucking Batman fucking blows. I think you guys can kiss my ass on that.
What? Ben Affleck?
Yes, he's shitty.
We're not
dare
getting in
you.
this argument again. I
How
liked him.
dare you.
He
He
liked
sucked.
him. You didn't like him.
No.
So it's 2 against 1.
What
You
about?
lost.
It's cheesy.
I'm kidding.
It's cheesy.
So, do you guys have anything off the top of your head you're looking for in 2020? Looking forward to?
Well,
I'm cheating because I got everything.
I'm looking for the Widow, Black Widow movie,
Yeah,
but I'm really looking for the Eternals because that's something I knew nothing about.
That's Selma Hayek's in that. I think.
But yeah, no, it's Angelina Jolie.
Okay, she's.
But I'm just looking forward to that because I know nothing about it, and I know the Black Widow is. I don't know when it falls in the timeline, but that's obviously in the past because not where we're at. This Eternals has to be setting up the stage for stage 4, stage 5.
Yeah,
I forget what stage we're in.
we're in
Is it
stage
5?
4. Right?
We're going into 4.
Yeah, I believe.
Going
so.
into 4. So that's what I'm really excited for. Movie wise, not too much outside that.
No, that's what I was saying. I'm pumped about everybody stepping their game up.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, Ghostbusters. I am pumped about that.
Yeah,
That-
Ghostbusters. I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, we talked about that before, but that is how you fucking do a movie. If you're going to bring something out of the trenches and like Ricky Gervais was fucking toasting everybody being lazy about bringing back sequels and shit.
Golden Globes was on last night.
Yeah, but
that was a great monologue.
the monologue
And all those
was
people
sick,
were
dude.
just like,
I loved it.
Dude,
he's really saying all this. It's like, yes,
but it's truth.
fucking
Yeah.
A. He's not coming back. He don't give a shit.
Yeah, and the joke about
Because if you do it, he started off with Kevin Hart. He's like, the whole point about Kevin Hart is Kevin Hart wasn't even trying to be fucking hard, like bad. He got fucking kicked off because of something stupid. He's like, fuck it, I'm just going to lay it all out there. If I get kicked out, I get kicked out.
That's what you say. He starts off with like, yo, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no, you're going to die. There's no sequel.
Half the people are like, I'm going to die.
Well, nobody
I'm
knows-
sorry, you're super rich and powerful. It doesn't mean you're going to live forever.
Yeah, but nobody knows what to do anymore.
Yeah.
Like you saw all those
'cause you
people
don't
in
know
the
what to
crowd, and they're like wondering who's going to be whose camera is going to hit me, or when is.
And
the
if
camera
I'm
gonna
laughing
go?
at this joke, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you're ending up on fucking
Everybody's
YouTube.
so. I love that he made everybody uncomfortable.
I love when he told everybody not to talk about politics.
Yes.
I mean, I'm a big politics person, but nothing really gets under my skin is when these people preach their fucking shit up there.
Yeah.
I get it. You want to be politically active. Don't do it during the award shows. Go out and spend money in other areas. Be politically active that way.
Yeah, how about this? Don't have an award show. Take all that money and donate it towards the relief.
Exactly.
In Australia.
He brought up another fucking valid point with like Apple.
Take all
it's like
the-
don't act like
I love the
don't be
Apple
a fucking
comment.
yeah. Don't be a fucking asshole and sit there and say that like you're doing all these good things and you're trying to help people.
But you got
Yet-
sweatshops
Yeah,
in
you
China.
have sweatshops in China making these fucking iPhones.
For like
Yeah.
10
10 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
And then we're charged like
Yeah.
$1,100 for a fucking phone. Talk about profit.
Well, they got a
No,
green-
sir, you're an asshole.
And they focused right on Tim Cook because he was there.
Oh, was he?
He was there, dude. It was like they focused on him. I was
I
like,
bet you
and
wish
was
he
just
wasn't
like-
there after that joke.
I know. He called his fucking lawyers and said that guy's never working again. He's like one of the richest, powerful guys in the world. So
Yeah, he's
I'm
making
sure.
bank for sure.
You know, if he can have forced slave labor, I think he can get that guy fired.
I think he could Epstein his ass if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais had a heart attack. Someone pushed a bubble into
But
his.
my
vein.
point was though is like that was not a lazy attempt at bringing something back that had value and like it was something that was sacred, but they brought it back in a way that, hey man, we cannot touch like the whole New York thing. We got to bring it to a different thing. We can't like necessarily bring back a new set of guys. Mm-hmm. So let's use like, you know, like kids
And
who
you
are
know,
just like coming together. It makes sense.
And
it's outside the box.
Great.
And I love the fact that they're not doing it with the main cast. Yes, they might make an appearance
Yeah.
in the beginning, the end, or whatever. But I love the fact that you said they're doing it with kids. They have Paul Rudd in there, and
Yeah.
and he's just a science
Yeah, the
teacher.
last one-
being, you know, I love that.
The
'cause
last
he's goofy
Ghostbusters,
like that.
Yeah.
the last Ghostbusters, I don't even count because
You're talking about two, right?
no, I'm talking. No, that one was good. I don't give a fuck what you say. But there's a lot of one.
Well played, sir.
Inside joke for us. You
but
guys don't know.
the last one, whatever the fuck that one was, it
I was-
wasn't because
you
of
know
the
what?
women cast. It was the writing. The writing was fucking lazy. It was
I gotta
absolute
bring something
trash
up.
and lazy.
The other day I'm watching TV and I'm like, oh, Ghostbusters is on. I put it on and I'm like, it's the fucking other one. Turn it off. Turn it off. I couldn't turn
Dude,
it
it
off
was-
fast enough. I've never seen it. Don't want to see it. Don't care to see it.
The writing was
I
so
want to act
fucking
like it
lazy.
never existed.
I think the people that actually made the film want to act like it never existed.
Do you
Yeah.
hear about it anymore?
No.
There's two movies I wish I never made. I'm not mentioning the other one because we talked about it to death.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
move on. We have to go past our previous discretions
Yes.
or transgressions, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, the Golden Globes were on last night. I was actually testing the video equipment and stuff like that, so I was catching it sort of spotty. And every time someone went for a speech, most times it just sounded like the same stuff, and that's why I don't dig award shows. But Ricky Gervais brought me back to, and this goes to.
Did it
and-
set the pace for the rest of the night? Because I didn't see it. I just saw.
He set
did
his
anybody
own
go?
pace.
Did anybody go political?
yeah,
because what he
yeah,
said.
so
Well, I mean, not
Really?
overtly political, but there
Maybe
was
maybe people wanted to, and he just like chopped that shit down, and now it's like the loose face if they did.
Well, I think it wasn't that they were going political, like like Democrat Republican type of political, but people did push their causes. There was a lot to talk about when bring awareness to the fires in Australia, which is fine.
Well, yeah, it's devastating,
Yeah,
and I
it's
feel
fine.
so bad for that country. You know,
Yeah, it's burning.
Yeah,
It's-
no,
with
but that's
climate
like-
change. So, it's,
First it was the Amazon, now it's Australia.
but it's not happening now.
And yeah, it's not happening
It's
in
not-
California. You might be able to get good real estate when it's all a charred stain on the country in
It's not happening,
10
man.
years.
It doesn't. It's not happening,
I
John.
know. I'm trying to get good real estate out there.
We might as well just keep it here because it sounds like we're going to be fine for at least another 20, 30 years.
Sounds like Nevada's going to be just fine.
That's horrible.
It
Absolutely
is.
horrible.
So
Yeah.
you mentioned You mentioned Black Widow. I am looking forward to Black Widow. I'm looking forward to Mulan, actually.
Actually, you know what?
that's
That
a
does
good
look
live
good.
action.
Yeah.
That's finally a Disney live action that I can totally get behind.
Yeah.
Like Beauty and the Beast was fine for little kids.
That
and
was
I watched
good,
it. It was
though.
good. It
That
was
was
good.
good.
But let's be honest. Mulan looks legit, and I think I told
Yeah.
you before it's going to be huge in Asia.
Well, that's why I was-
That's going to be blowing the fuck up. They're
That's
going to
why
make
I
a
was-
ton of money. It's going to be $1 billion movie. No
That's
doubt.
why I thought
Absolutely.
Lion King was so disappointing. I thought that was going to be like a good one. Like Aladdin, I thought was like a dumb idea. And like, how do you really bring that live action? You really
You could have if he was
I don't
still
think
alive.
so.
I believe you could have if
Yeah.
Robin Williams was still alive. I think it would have been good.
That might have been good, but
Yeah.
other than that, how do you do that?
You
Lion
really can't.
King, I was like, man, this will probably be good.
If
I
they
go
help-
see it, and that was like a fucking.
If they held to the
Let's
original movie and actually put facial expressions on these lions, it would have been a great movie.
Yeah.
They tried to tweak it too much, and they didn't put. I get you want to keep it live action in the sense of you want to keep it looking like a lot of real lions, but the whole point of when Simba sees his dad dying, his eyes get droopy, his ears go down. He's horrified of what happened, and that didn't happen, and you're just not feeling it.
That's why I'm with John on the Mulan thing, though. That looks like something that I can get into.
And I didn't like the movie. So
The movie was good. The animated movie, it was good.
I could never get into it. I
liked
watched it a couple of times. It's just
you really
enjoyed
think
the movie.
Frozen was better than fucking Mulan, dude?
well, I thought Frozen was
You're
better
fucking high.
because my daughter got extremely.
Not as good as
I'll
Wall-E.
tell you this.
Wall-E fucking blew, dude.
I'll tell you this. Don't knock Frozen
Wall-E.
2. Frozen 2 was really, really good.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that,
Had a
so-
great story.
I actually heard that.
It was really good.
Hey, if it had a better storyline,
It
than
had
the
a
first
really
one-
good story.
Okay, the first storyline fucking blew.
Yeah. Wow.
So
terrible.
I'm going to bounce it a little bit. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So we're children of the 80s and a little bit of the 90s. Did you know there was a G.I. Joe Snake Eyes movie coming out?
No.
Did not know that.
I didn't like the first two. I love G.I. Joe.
Does he have that
G.I.
crazy
Joe,
voice? He's got to have the
He
crazy
never
voice.
talked.
No, he does Snake Eyes.
Snake
doesn't-
No, I'm thinking about Cobra Commander.
yeah.
I was saying, sorry.
My favorite character
I was
was,
thinking
Dusty, but I was a G.I. Joe then Transformer guy. But I don't know if you can make a good G.I. Joe movie. I don't know if you can.
Well, not like the last one. Fuck.
They even had The Rock in the last one. It still sucked.
Well,
He was in
I mean,
it for-
listen.
he was in it for-
Everything that The Rock was in was not necessarily a gem. Let's be fucking honest.
Tooth Fairy.
So lovable.
Dude,
I actually liked the Tooth Fairy. Stop it, man.
Dude.
That shit was good.
I mean,
Don't knock that shit.
all right,
it was better than Ghostbusters 2 on the table. baby.
Rampage wasn't that him?
Oh, shit. I don't know. I have to watch it. No, I'm not watching it.
Ghostbusters 2. Come on, dude. Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, The Rock didn't have. No, what Rock? No movie I really enjoyed of The Rock, and it's like one of his earlier movies when he was with.
The Witch Mountain.
No,
That was good.
It was the Rundown.
Oh yeah, he took over. He came to the town, and his buddy was
Christopher
running.
Walken.
That was good. That
Yeah.
was good. I
Yeah.
like that. And
No,
it
I
has-
thought it was the one where he's taking over the.
No, you're
he came
right.
To be a chief or the police chief.
And it's
No.
got the guy that
That's
plays.
Walking Tall.
Well, it's Walking Tall. That's what
It's
I
the
like.
guy that played the bad guy in Arrow.
Yes,
That's where
yeah.
that guy's fucking career
No,
went.
actually-
Poor bastard.
Actually, that guy was in. We were the freaking the HBO show
That was a good
about
movie.
World War II. What the fuck was it? Band of Brothers. He was in Band of Brothers.
Yes, he was. You're right.
He was really good.
He
in that
was
too.
good in that.
So
But then his career ended up.
Yeah,
in the
and he also was in Captain
that's
America.
A sad tragedy.
No, he was in Captain America.
Oh, was he?
The first soldier. Yeah, he
Okay.
was one of the guys.
Well, see how I remember him.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
So one movie I think you've mentioned.
There's
this.
been other movies. I just can't think. You put me on the spot. I didn't even think about movies. I was
No,
more.
I'm cheating. I got
was
this all in
more
front of
focused.
me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
Point is CW. That's all I have to say.
Yeah,
CW.
you know. Eternals. I'm on board. I'm totally because that to me more than being honest, more than Black Widow is really the what I see as the next phase in
Oh yeah, because it's like the stepping stone.
We're still on
Yeah.
movies, right? We're not
still
on
on
shows.
movies, not
Okay,
on
'cause
shows.
I was thinking of Stranger Things 4, but yeah.
Yeah, Stranger Things 4 is definitely. I don't know.
When's that coming out though?
I think it's this year.
Yeah, but when though?
I think
Are they-
July.
I don't like when they do that. I wish they would just do it in the.
They need time
Hollow-
to make them.
No, I wish they would do it in like Halloween.
Well,
again,
this
like
one's
around
not.
the
Gonna,
same
Oh,
time.
this
yeah,
one's
yeah.
not going to be supposedly. I don't know. Who knows?
You know what? I didn't think when I heard about Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doolittle.
That does look good. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm the one who put you onto that, brother.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I told you about how he wanted to be like Geppetto. Like he was like obsessed with that.
Yeah.
He was
Now
like,
there's dragons.
It has
in that?
pedo in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like obsessed.
See, I kept thinking of Dr. Dolittle when Eddie Murphy played him. Like,
Dude,
that's what I was
that
thinking when I heard he was
That's
doing
what I
it.
was thinking.
Did you guys
But then they
watch
did
that?
it like 18th century. It looks perfect.
Did you guys watch?
I agree.
Did you guys watch the SNL with
With-
Eddie Murphy?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
That
no.
was
Did you
fucking
see
awesome,
Dolomite is my name?
dude.
Did you,
no,
hear,
I
what,
did
did
not.
you hear when he made fun of Bill
Watch it.
Cosby? I thought that was awesome. He got criticized. I'm like, what the fuck? 30 years ago, you would have thought Eddie Murphy would be in jail, not Bill Cosby.
Yeah, but that was the thing.
Great joke.
Bill Cosby used to ridicule Eddie Murphy,
Yes.
Richard Pryor, and then the later comics, Chris
Yeah.
Rock and all them for being
Foul language.
and what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Except they were realistic, and
Yeah.
you weren't.
You're a serial rapist.
Yeah.
You said
Versus
they're
someone
drug
talking
people.
dirty,
Yeah.
telling dirty jokes.
Drink up.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't there a joke that was out? He said something about like, here comes 2020. Watch your drinks.
Yeah, well, I put that on the thing.
That's how you
yeah,
did that.
yeah. I was like, yo, 20 or watch your drinks tonight. Just saying,
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
What about Birds of Prey? Got your girl, Margot
I'm not
Robbie.
interested.
Yeah, Oh, you said Margot Robbie. I didn't even know it, but then you said
Yeah.
Margot Robbie. I mean, that's like almost like an instant sell for me.
Yeah.
Like,
That's coming in February.
like how, dude, she's fucking hot, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Is
hot.
she British or South African? She's like Australian, isn't
She's
she?
Australian.
Yeah, because they were like, because they just had an art. She was just did an interview about doing Bombshell, the movie Bombshell that
Yeah.
just came out, and the guy asked her, "How was it playing with Nicole Kidman?" She goes, "It's like a dream come true. It's like we're growing up in Australia. That's all you hear about is Nicole Kidman."
Oh, really?
Does she have an
She's
accent?
like the most famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like the most famous actress outside Margot Robbie right now.
Well, she was South African.
Yeah, but okay, South Africa, but
Yeah.
Nicole
Who
Kidman.
Margot Robbie was?
Oh, Nicole Kidman. She's Australian.
She's Australian. That's
Yeah.
why Margot Robbie was so.
Charlize Theron.
Sorry,
South African.
But I have to admit, Charlize Theron changed her face to. I mean, she looks like
Megyn Kelly.
I mean, I thought it was Megyn Kelly.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
I was like, they CG that shit or something like that? Because it's like, usually when they do prosthetics like that on their face, they become expressionless.
Yeah.
You know, because they got to freeze up all that stuff that they're. But
No, but she did good. I didn't see the movie, but I heard the movie was okay, but I heard Charlize Theron did a really good job.
yeah, I mean, come on, that's my girl. I'm trying to think what else as I look through all the stuff and I cheat and leave you guys hanging. Tenet, excuse me. That's the new Christopher Nolan movie that's coming out. I only saw the one trailer,
I didn't see
but
it.
it's got big
What's it
and
about?
weight. It's so
I heard about it. I don't know what it's about.
What I've seen in the trailer is that there is something about when you become part of this club, this clique, this group, this underground, whatever it is, that when you die,
Skull and
when you die, you then become an insider that understands this. I'm assuming it's this Tenet thing that happens where people. I just saw a car that crashed as it was in this car chase, and then as it was flipping over, it did almost like a time reversal thing, and then because it did a time reversal thing, it then started to go back in motion. It's like it undid the damage to
I'm
the
in
car.
anything that guy directs.
No shit, right?
He is by far one of my favorite directors.
It's got
He's just so deep. After he did the Batman franchise, and I was blown away. And I told you this before. I still think he had a plan for the third movie, which would have involved the Joker.
Yeah.
But I think he couldn't have done it, so he had to like tweak it. I believe it would have been even better. The whole
But
series.
it's still good.
Oh, it's
think
still
about that.
unbelievable.
Think about that. Like if he did have a thing for the Joker and he rescued it to the point where he did, if that's what he had to do.
Well, I think he
fucking
was
good.
supposed to be the Scarecrow's part. Remember when Scarecrow was doing all the juries and all that? I think it was supposed to be a bigger role.
And that would be the Joker.
Yeah.
Because the Joker's locked up now.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would
he
be
freed everybody from Arkham when they took
Yeah.
over the city, so why wouldn't the Joker have been freed?
Yeah. Oh, now I got what you were saying. You think there should be a movie like Arkham City, like the video game?
yes.
Okay.
Arkham Asylum, like a movie.
Asylum,
That's
Arkham
fucking
City.
For
awesome.
you guys don't know that took
And
20 minutes ago. John is
Dude,
just
you can make that dark
Sorry.
as shit. You can make that dark as
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Yeah, it's legit. I mean, I think they could do a cool Mr. Freeze, man. like not a corny Arnold Schwarzenegger or that.
that was
weird-
bad.
Or the weird one they did on Gotham.
But Ben Affleck was good.
Let's not go there, man.
Yeah, he didn't have nipples on his costume. You
Yeah.
said, "Oh,
I'm
he was
not
worse
saying
than
that, dude.
You said he was worse than George Clooney.
No, I did not say he was worse. I said he wasn't far off the range, dude.
Back to the Future 2. I'm sorry.
Back to the Future 2 is good.
Was it?
It was. Now 3, I mean, dude, obviously. But 2 is fucking good.
Just kidding.
2's good. Just like Ghostbusters 2. Vigo the Carpathian, dude.
Up on West Side.
Yeah. Let's paint a little cat.
So everybody knew this was coming, but they had the King Kong movie, then they had the Godzilla movie.
They're all
Monsters.
trash.
Now, of course,
Actually, that King Kong movie was the one that they went
liked
into the
it.
island. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was going to like it. I always skimmed out. I kept ignoring it. Then I actually watched it. And I was
Yeah.
like, this
I don't
not
have
bad.
enough time.
But all the other ones, King did the fighting the Godzillas. I could care less.
Yeah,
I can't risk wasting my time on some bullshit.
They're really targeting anybody 18 or younger because I know I have a stepson and all him and his friends all dig those kind of movies. They're
Yes.
all like either gory violence or mass destruction. It's all cool.
Yeah.
No sex in there?
Not under 18, dude. Relax. What kind
All
of
right.
parent do you think I am, brother?
I'm just saying, like the interest part. The interest part.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's he's a progressive.
I'm just
progressive dad.
I'm just thinking about when I was
Rated X, sure. Yeah, go ahead. Aiden.
No, I'm just thinking about when I was
Sexuality, son.
Yeah. Whatever you're into, man.
Just if you see Pee Wee Herman in the corner, just don't go near him.
Yeah.
Do they even have those the X-rated movie theaters anymore?
No, probably not.
Why would you need one?
All right,
You get it
I got my phone, dude.
Hey, unless
that's what you're into.
unless you're into the excitement, man. You can be
Yeah.
fucking
Somebody-
Paul
yeah.
ruins that shit.
So there's a ton. There's like obviously there's hundreds of movies that are coming into 2020. Probably what I'm most excited about is Dune.
Of what?
Fuck yeah, no
Right?
shit. That's
Dune.
one, that
Oh,
is
you
the
said-
one. That is
I
the
thought you said
one.
Doom. I was like, what?
Dune, you're
But
out.
that Dune was the worst rock movie that I've seen.
Yeah, he was getting it. But Dune,
Dune.
you're absolutely right.
Right?
I'm
That's gonna
a-
be Star Wars for
I'm a
December.
I'm gonna say
I'm a
Rampage is pretty bad, dude.
Not as bad as Dune.
I'm a huge fan of the original movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people don't like. I thought it was great. Those two movies.
Wait. You think Doom is worse than Rampage? Now, Rampage, that was a video game which you get bored with in 2 fucking
was
seconds.
Doom.
We're talking Doom.
Doom was a video game.
I know, but
Dude, they went into first-person shooter
listen,
mode.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. But I think I'd rather sit through that than sit through Rampage.
I didn't see.
I don't want to sit through any of them.
I saw Dune.
I'm just saying the lesser of two evils here. They both fucking sucked.
we should go to. I'm going to include that in the next Rotten Roulette.
It's fucking pretty.
I
bad.
wouldn't-
You got to be a part of Rotten Roulette, man.
was
Both of
fun.
them pretty bad.
But back to Dune.
Yeah.
You're absolutely. I totally forgot it was coming out next year. I am.
Yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
think they
Yeah.
filmed both of them together. If I'm not, don't quote me on that.
I think I
because there's
heard
a
something like
1 and
that,
2
too.
part. I love it. I love the cast. I saw the cast they got. Jason Momoa. They got a bunch of them. I think the story is
That guy
so
was good.
if it's done right.
Mm-hmm.
It could be fantastic and make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Who's doing it? Is it Warner Brothers? Is it?
You know what? I'm not.
You don't need to look it up. I
Jason Momoa as Aquaman or Ben Affleck as Batman. I'll take Jason Momoa any day of the week.
No, he was badass.
Oh yeah. He's better Aquaman than Ben Affleck was a Batman.
Well,
and-
he
yeah,
was the
real-
Aquaman
real
we didn't
quick.
even know we wanted.
Since we're
his
talking about
Aquaman
like
sucks as a character.
we're talking about like lost stuff. What happened with the fucking Lord of the Rings show?
It's still happening.
It's still
Yeah,
happening.
when?
They have a timeline. I think it's next year, 2021. It's supposed to come out.
Come on.
Yeah, you're right. And the thing that's funny about that, man, is that I realize that the scale and it's got to
Yeah.
be epic, and you can't really. It's not a fair comparison, but shit, Mandalorian's going to be out with their next season next fall.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen,
That's
but I will
16
give
episodes.
I'll give Lord of the Rings though a benefit of the doubt though because it is a larger scale. I mean,
And they
Yeah.
did pay a ton of money for it. Disney already had the rights.
they can't really
for.
fuck. Yeah, because if you fuck that up, that's a big fuck up.
Yes.
And it all depends.
Yes.
I mean,
Ooh. Well,
So you do have to take
so
your
it's
time.
coming out 2021 in the fall. Lord of the Rings?
No. The next, I thought I read this right. It's the Mandalorian next season's coming
Yeah, I know next
That's
season.
what I meant, but I don't know when the Amazon thing is coming out. I can look it up.
Mandalorian's
That's
come out in the
slow
fall,
down.
right?
Yeah, second season. And then the year after that, it's Ian McGregor as Obi-Wan, which I'm stoked about.
Is it still it's still Kenobi, right?
Yeah, it's going to be
That's
Kenobi.
awesome.
I'm stoked about
Yeah.
that. Just the fact that they're doing it right. Again, another thing that I think, personally, I think Kevin Feige jumped over. I think he's running the shit, my personal opinion. And they're doing shit right. They're casting the right
Very
people.
hopeful, and hopefully it does happen.
Well, everything that's come to pass, they tried to rewrite
Hey, man, I'm with you.
the previous sucky movie.
I'm
with
on your
this sucky
I'm on your
movie.
speculation train, dude.
You know.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, it's holding true so far. Mandalorian put us on the right path.
Hell yeah, I'm with you.
You know, so I'm in.
Yeah, I couldn't find when the release date
We'll
is.
find out later. I'll find
Yeah.
out afterwards. But I am stoked for that. But, you know, Dune is, to put a touch on everything, is probably, you're absolutely right. I totally forgot about that. It's going to be the movie I really want to see. And hopefully I'm praying it's done right.
Yeah.
Because I loved, even though the critics didn't love the first ones, if you will go back and watch, I thought it was done right. I thought it was done well.
Yeah, I
But I
agree.
didn't read the books. The books are supposed to be epic.
Isn't that
You got
game
time.
Is Dune the
Yeah,
game?
they're
too?
Actually,
tough
you
read.
don't have time.
They're a tough fucking read, man, I heard.
I haven't read them.
They're like Game of Thrones type.
Yeah, well, I'm an idiot. I'm out.
What about
Yeah, right.
So
I mean, with you, I'm the same way. I'm not
Dune
reading.
more than live action Clifford the Big Red Dog?
What?
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah, it's a fucking book, kid's book.
Seriously, or what?
You guys are both going to be there too.
Well,
Yeah, no,
yeah, well, obviously.
no, I will not be there because I train my kids to like what I want them to like.
Oh, I got one.
I don't.
Yeah, right. You're raising your kids right.
Horrible parent.
Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I am interested, but I'm
Hell
going to be.
yeah.
I'm holding out because
Get very low expectations.
because
Yeah.
I don't know how. I know
I'm not
that.
gonna do it without George Carlin.
Yeah, you know.
That dude, a lot of people
Are they CGI
forget
in that shit?
if they-
CGI Rufus.
I like it. I like it, dude. I like it.
What do you think the worst casting would be for a Rufus?
It's
type?
hard, dude. You can't. Carlin, man, was awesome. That guy
I
was.
think it would have to be. Like
What about what's his face that did the Golden Globes last?
Ricky Gervais? That
Ricky
might be-
Gervais. Let's do it.
Hey, that was Carlin-esque, dude. He gave zero fucks.
Yeah, I
on
love
that.
it. I love it.
I think he might. It might.
I did not like that guy before that. Like I
George
thought.
Carlin?
No,
Ricky Gervais?
No, Ricky Gervais. I thought
Dude, he's done
I
a
thought
lot
some
of
of
good
his jokes
shit.
were like okay or whatever, but like, man, he's on my list. I like him.
good,
I
dude.
dig him, dude. That was
You-
solid.
I noticed
material.
you love guys that are honest.
I do. I
Yeah,
like
he's a
I
big
like brutal
honesty guy.
honesty, and
Brutal.
I like people like. That's why I dug Seinfeld so much because he brought like everyday life, like that you think like like little nuances and stuff, and you're like, you know what? You're right. That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
and then he like breaks it down. I like that kind of
It
stuff.
was observational humor
Yeah,
that was
it's good.
relative to because you've been there before.
Yeah,
like
it's hilarious.
everybody's met a guy that's like Poppy that might pee on your seat on your sofa.
Yeah.
and you're like, now what do I do with the sofa? You know, and then there's 1,000 of them because it's a good show.
To get the shows then, because I know we're probably killing it for time.
Yeah, we're about at 50 minutes. So for 2020 television, well, I'm trying to think. There was what else did we see?
I'm telling you though, I think that Disney thing helps everything out. I think it makes everybody step their
They
game
do.
up.
I agree with you,
I
Jamie.
mean, Apple just fucking that came out. I don't think anybody gave two fucks.
It's just the fact that there's too many streaming services. You're only going to go with the
I
ones
agree with
that,
you, but you can still. It's still like can pick and choose, and it's only a matter of time.
like
before they
look
start-
at 2020. There, Picard. I am interested in it, but I already have 3 streaming services.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for a 4th.
I'm with
just
you.
for one fucking show. I made the argument for Disney with my wife because of all the content kids.
You did the
content.
kid thing. I see what you
Fucking
did there.
right, I
Yeah,
did,
right.
man.
I did the
I
kid
bought
thing.
it, then I used the argument afterwards. And I got in trouble for it, but now who watches it more than I do? My wife and my kids.
Yeah.
I watched it for one fucking show and I was good with it.
Yeah, of course you are.
$70 to watch The Mandalorian. I spend more than that to go see a Star Wars movie at the fucking ticket box.
That is the way.
So
that is the way.
So is there a show that jumps out at you? Like anything that? You
Oh,
think
well,
that-
obviously you can go down Winter Soldier and
Oh yeah, shit. I forgot about that. That's
Marvel.
Falcon and the Winter
And then
Soldier.
When's that come
Wanda comes out in the fall. I think WandaVision comes out in December. So both those shows.
sweet.
Stranger Things, Mandalorian. I'm trying to think of. I don't know if Watchmen 2 is coming out, but if it is, I'm definitely digging that. I'm trying to think any shows, like new shows.
We got Picard. I think they're doing
Picard does
the
interesting-
boys. The boys are going to be out.
The
next
Boys
year, too.
season 2. I'm interested in.
When's that come out?
I don't know. You can't
Probably
ask me this
July.
stuff. I didn't write it down.
I was probably going to come around the same time, July.
Yeah, probably. I think they're doing another season of The Witcher.
Yes. So I told you 7 seasons.
Yeah,
The Witcher. I like it.
I think it could be a little.
Well, it needs to be tweaked for
Yeah.
sure. But
And they need to do a better job on the dragons. I'm sorry. I touched on this. It's just,
that,
weird.
some of the acting was a little fucking chintzy, but I stuck with it because I like the story. I dug the story. Brienne was out. She checked out.
Oh, did she really?
Shannon liked it.
Yeah, Brienne did. not
Shannon
like
liked it.
and I was actually surprised because Brienne likes that kind of stuff generally.
Oh, I'm looking at Avenue A, that one with the space cruiser or
Avenue A.
Avenue
hell's
A. It's
that?
got Hugh Laurie in it. It's got
Who the fuck is you, Lord?
he was the guy in he was the Doctor House.
Oh,
yeah.
I do want
Yeah.
to see
Good
that.
show.
Yeah.
by the way.
The
House
Avenue
is-
A
great
looks so
show.
funny. He's like, yeah, I'll get you an escape pod. Don't worry about it. I'll burn that fucker to the ground. It looks fucking hilarious. Wow. What? I am looking forward to it. When does that come out? Soon, right?
It's coming out. I think it's coming out next week or next month.
I am looking forward to that.
What's that?
Oh, Clone Wars. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, cartoon.
Yes,
yeah.
that's right. You know what? I started watching Rebels, finishing up the
Oh,
Yeah,
Did you watch?
Yeah. Troll
it's-
Hunter.
Yes.
Yes,
Troll
I didn't
Hunter.
watch the whole thing, but I'm.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It is really good.
What is Troll Hunter?
My dude Maddox watches the dude. If he was hooked on a show, that kid watches them over and over again. He is hooked on it.
Yeah, it's good.
And Reese, who's like an 8-year-old girl, like she says she doesn't like it, she likes it.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's like,
It's-
yeah.
I don't like it, but I'm going to play with my dolls in this room while you watch it.
And then she's like hooked on it, and they're like turn it off, and she's like, yeah, don't turn it off yet. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That's funny.
So obviously, like you said, the Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think that's the thing that I'm looking forward to most. With a close second being, because I'm curious. These are the movie actors in these $150 to $250 million movies, and now they're bringing it to a small screen.
Yeah, but you know what? You look at The Mandalorian. What is it? What was the episodes? Like 40 minutes per episode?
about that.
Give or take?
Yeah.
They did 8 episodes. What does that equate to minutes?
yeah, and not
Yeah.
only
And then you
that,
got to think budget was $150 million.
dude,
Right?
And people
Right?
are fucking blowing down the door for like paraphernalia. They want like that Yoda,
They-
baby
little
Yoda.
baby Yoda dudes, like,
they're
they
like
didn't
begging for it.
realize-
They're like, I need this motherfucker. It ain't coming out till March, so you're gonna have to wait. Fuck you! I
Yeah.
need it now. And like people are making bootleg ones,
Oh yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. Like the marketing alone.
That's what I mean. I mean, it's like you talk about these big movie actors that got paid a lot of money for big movies, but it's going to be all streaming. Give it 10 years, man. Go into the movie.
10 years, man.
10 years, maybe,
10.
maybe 10 fucking years, 10. But no, give it 5 years, maybe. Outside a $300 million movie that's made, I think it's all going to be streaming.
Shit, Scorsese even
Why
jumped.
not?
Scorsese even jumped on board, dude. Like he got on. He was a naysayer at first, and I know it was just a fucking movie, but dude, that says something.
He's still criticizing it though to this day.
He's still criticizing, but the
I don't think he
motherfucker
cares.
hopped. Yeah, exactly. The motherfucker hopped on board.
Yeah.
He's with it.
Yeah.
But they got snubbed at Golden Globes, didn't they, Irishman?
Yeah, because
Shut
listen,
up. It's too fucking long, man.
listen, the first 2 hours was good.
Yeah.
I didn't need to watch the motherfucker age the last hour.
No.
Fuck you. I want my time back.
It's not
But the-
Lord of the Rings. You don't need to
Yeah,
fucking
you
explain
don't.
the last 45 minutes.
We already went in this, but
You
it
needed
was
that
good.
Lord of the Rings.
First 2 hours, if you're whoever's watching it, watch the first 2 hours. You can shut it off. The dude gets old. He fucking dies.
Have the little writing at the end and say what happens to the guy. Fuck, who cares?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
And show
He
the
died in Derby. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
and show the actual pictures like they did.
Yeah, I mean, this is the real guy. This is what he looked like. I mean, come on. It's just a waste of people's time.
Yeah, they got. Remember that show High Fidelity? Speaking of John Cusack,
High Fidelity. That's
yeah,
like,
he ran a
that
record
sounds-
store.
Yes.
Wasn't
Remember?
it like a long time ago? It wasn't a
And
show,
Tim
was
Robbins
it?
was in it, and he had a ponytail. He was
Yes.
sensitive ponytail
I
guy.
do remember that.
He was dating his girlfriend.
Yeah,
And then when Tim
Dude, you're
Robbins-
bringing it back.
Dude, Tim Robbins comes in, and then he has a quick fantasy where the little timid bald guy behind the counter smashes him with the cash register.
Yeah, I remember that. Wow, what's up?
Well, they're doing a show, and it looks like I think it's starring Zoe Kravitz.
Where at?
It's on Hulu. It's in February.
I don't watch Hulu, man.
I don't want you to lose.
Hulu's going to go away.
It'll get bought.
Well,
That's-
Disney,
it'll be
Disney already
Disney.
owns it.
No,
Disney owns
oh, yeah,
60%
that's right.
of
Yeah,
Hulu.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's going to turn out.
So really, what I'm looking for, I mean, I said Falcon and Winter Soldier, but Mandalorian. That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking forward to.
Fuck yeah, dude.
For sure.
I mean, there's probably other shows. Are they doing Lost in Space 3? Is it coming out next year?
God.
I don't think it's coming out next week. I mean, next year.
Oh,
really?
I didn't know it was coming out this year until like 3 months ago.
How long,
So-
how long did that one take? First season, the second season? 2 years?
No, it was a year.
Was it a year?
Yeah.
I think.
But I think, yeah, I don't know.
No, it might have been a year and a half because I think the first Lost in Space came out in like April.
I don't remember.
Because I think we did an episode on it. We did a whole show on it.
Good.
Yeah, we did.
But I don't remember.
Fuck, man, I don't remember this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
What's Netflix pumping out? Like good shit.
well, Nick was saying that Stranger Things 4. right?
4, but
For
besides
The
that-
Witcher, The Witcher.
Witcher.
There's probably things Netflix like. I just watched
what's Teddy
The
Sarandon?
Messiah. I liked The Messiah. Mm-hmm. The Messiah was really good. I mean, I thought it was.
I saw the promo for that. Good.
It's good. It's good. I liked it.
All right.
I liked it because
Good old Teddy Sarandon.
The thing is, I know there's a lot of movies, but there's a 1,000 shows, it feels like, that are coming out.
it's all streaming, man. There's like, and you know what? All the shows we're talking about, it's
Yeah.
not one on fucking TV.
No.
Yeah.
TV is dying. All they can do is come out with cop dramas or that's
Well,
it.
dude, we were-
or ER.
Or Alex Trebek. He's doing the fucking trifecta tomorrow.
Well,
Right? He's doing they're doing like
Sorry to say, but I don't think he's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna make it.
no, but they're doing the championship tomorrow.
That's right.
It's the 3 top winners against
Yes.
each other, dude. That's awesome.
Okay.
I'll watch it. I'm in.
I can only take Jeopardy in doses because after a little
That
while,
type
I
of
feel
shit.
dumb.
But I know I feel dumb.
After 2 questions, I feel dumb.
Like,
But I watched that.
Georgia?
It was so funny. My wife was ballerina growing up. She went to ballet school and all that. So was
Yes.
my daughter. And one time we were watching it, and ballerina segment came up. She knew like 2 fucking answers out of the 6, and I'm like, "You fucking did this for years. How do you not know?"
I feel superior to
You're
everybody.
more
in the
of a Wheel of Fortune kind of gal, aren't you?
room. But it's the truth.
Star Wars comes up, I'll probably answer all that shit.
Yeah, like I said, I'm looking through this. It's like 10 million shows to watch.
Yeah, like impossible. Good
Yeah,
old.
but we know what we're going to watch. It's just like what
You're
happened.
asking what shows we're looking forward to. The new shows coming up that we know nothing about. It's hard to say
hard to
because a
gauge.
lot of these streaming services don't release the show or trailers to it until like a month or 2 before.
Netflix doesn't really market.
Exactly.
No.
The only reason why we found Lost in Space is because we're fucking
Nerd.
geeks, nerds,
Yo, did you
and we know
notice-
about this shit.
That's
Yeah.
a good. Besides the marketing aspect of Netflix, did you notice too? Like something will pop up, right? They'll come up with a new show or whatever, and then it kind of like dies out, and like you don't know it's there. Like it doesn't pop up anymore.
Oh, you stumble on it?
Yeah, like you'll just
Well, their
stumble on-
marketing is whole like that's how I run.
It's weird.
That's how I ran into the last show,
Like,
The
usually
Messiah, because I went on Netflix and it popped up.
Yeah, but that just came
And I'm
out.
like, and that's what I mean. That's how they market.
but I'm
They're like,
saying,
oh,
though-
there's our new show.
Yeah.
And my point though is like a year from now, like say somebody missed the fucking boat on that, right? It would be like kind of hard to find it,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Like Peaky Blinders. Everybody says I should watch it. I don't.
I did. I had to watch the new one though.
that's
The
good.
new, I think the new one just came out recently, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see that yet, but the up to this point is good.
Yeah. I heard it's good.
Yeah, you know what? And there was one thing. There was a comic book that I read. It was called Lock and Key. It was written by, I believe it was Stephen King's son. He went under the name Joe Hill, and it's kind of a horror, but it's kind of this ghost in this house and different keys to different worlds and stuff like that. They're actually making that. That's actually coming. They made it. It's coming out on, I believe, Netflix next month. That's the only other thing I'm
There
looking
are
forward
things
to.
that are coming out on Netflix. I can't remember right now. I do read articles, and there's like tons of stuff. And it's
What's
just,
Netflix doing porn? Let's get real.
they probably do have porn.
Do they? No, they don't.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's all
that's
kinds of
about it.
cheat codes for different Netflix.
We need a beat section, Teddy. Come on.
That's all I got, gentlemen. Anything else?
That's it.
I'm good to go, man. I think this was a solid episode.
I agree. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us for this week's episode of Nick, John, and Jamie Show. We're on all the social medias at NJJ Show. And if you're digging the show, subscribe. Thanks again. Have an awesome week.